What's good, everybody? P-Dub. And Chooching the old Roma 623. I know it's not the most glamorous pipe in the world, but, sometimes you chooch pipes because they got sentimental value to them. And this is one of them. This old pipe I've had for quite a while. And it's a good choocher for sure. And in it, from Watch City Cigars, we've got Persian Slipper. That Persian Slipper is incredible, you guys. If, you're wanting to try Englishes, but you've gotten kind of burnt on heavy Englishes and you're staying away from them because you're worried. You don't want to get them anymore because they were too strong or too nasty for you. Persian Slipper will treat you right. It's a great aromatic English from Watch City Cigars. It's got notes of cedar and vanilla, and it's got that smoky latakia in there as well. I sure like their tobacco down there. It just seems like it always burns right and really flavorful. Everything they've done is pretty awesome. But anyway, going into fall, you guys, it is the first week of August, so here at my house we start celebrating fall just because we're weird that way. We love fall, so we got scarecrows out in the yard and ghost lights in the house. Hey, by the way, cheers. Drinking some of that sweet tea. And you got to drink it in a mason glass. At least that's what my grandma told me back in the day. And but I gotta tell you, as we're going into October here on the coast of Oregon, you guys know it's normally October is our best months here. Best month. You gotta love these old choochers here. But anyways, how you guys been? Good for me, thank you. And trying to get in on that SpaceX, you guys. As of now, still holding out for under 100. It's kind of funny, when I got into trading, it was because when I first started my channel, Chooch and Pipes and the YTPC and all of this, there was a guy who was part of our community back in the day, young kid, and I think his name was FedEx, but I can't remember. Anyways, he was talking about trading. He was a trader, I guess, and stocks and everything, and I never thought about trading stocks. There's investing and then there's trading. I don't know, back in the day, you didn't have on all these online brokerages and things like that. Now it's super simple, right? There's Webull and Robinhood and some of these others that you can just sign up to and you can trade. But I gotta tell you that trading is rough, and I think there's a reason why 1% of traders are actually profitable. And it's hard, especially if you guys are doing options, but that's a whole nother subject. You guys don't want to get into all that. But I will tell you this, that stinking SpaceX, I had an opportunity to grab that at $104 a share, And I was watching it like a hawk, you guys, and I thought, you know what, it's gonna break 100 and migrate south down to 85 $85 a share is what I'm hoping for. And I know some of you guys are like, that's crazy, and maybe, but when I saw it at 104, I thought, man, I got to grab that, and I didn't. And then we know that after the lockouts were able to sell, they didn't, or at least they didn't do it in mass amounts. And so we had a bang, short squeeze of sorts. And, so now we're in this waiting game. And that's the hard thing, waiting, being impatient for things that you really want. And, I kind of look at it like when you go to the store and you're in a line and, it's busy and the lines are long. And so you look to the line to the left and you just automatically assume, well, this one's going to go faster, because it is going faster than the line that you're in. So you're like, I'm just going to hop out of my line. I'm going to get in the line in the left. And you get in the line in the left, and then the stinking cash register breaks down. And the line that you were originally in ends up moving much faster. And if you just would have, committed and stayed put, you would have gotten out of there a lot faster. Well, I'm in that position where I've hopped out of the lane where I could have purchased at 104, and now I'm stinking waiting because the cash register's broke, you guys. I'm no way gonna buy SpaceX at 130. When we all know it's gonna break 100. It's got to. Or does it? Anyway. So, how you guys been besides all of that garbage? Well, started running actually lately. And when I say running, I'm talking about like a really ugly, slow walk. And I mean that literally. I think when, I try to run at night, so not a lot of people are out on the street to watch me, because it's a horrific sight. I think the thing of it is, you guys, you just gotta go for it and start. So I try to go in the evening, and it's actually been going pretty good. And I got some pretty decent shoes. I bought these Nimbus. They're ASIC Nimbus 28s, I believe they're called. And man, I gotta tell you guys, so it's been a long time since I've ran. And the thing about it is, these stinking shoes, gosh, they've come a long way. I feel like I'm like getting bounced on every step. Boom, 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 right? And so that's kind of cool. And a lot less stress on my knees and shins. The other night, so I'm trying to lose weight. But the problem is I just love to eat so much. It's just a battle. And I'm a total pig. I get it. It's my fault. I'm the fault. I'm the problem. And there's this saying there, you're always gonna suffer in life. You're either gonna suffer from discipline, or you're gonna suffer from regret. And for some reason, I'm into suffering from regret. And I need to flip the switch because the other day I was, I made like this huge pot of chili, you guys. And I ate that whole pot. And then I was so mad at myself. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go run a mile. And I know you guys think run a mile ain't no big deal. It is when you've got a full gut of chili. And I mean, I ran 15 minutes after. And I'm running and I'm burping that junk up. And I got all this gas in my stomach. And I'm just thinking, and I did it on purpose. Like, because I was so mad at myself for eating that junk. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to run. I thought I was going to run myself hungry, but that didn't work. I was just so miserable running with all that chili in my stomach, you guys. And I started thinking about, suffering either from discipline or from regret. And I'm like, man, why do I always choose to suffer from regret? And so, I don't know, maybe I'll fix that today. You guys ever go through that? Because discipline's a good thing. The problem of it is just that, we're grown men and we make our decisions, and sometimes, we just decide to take the easy path. But, that often leads to regret. In a lot of areas, huh? The discipline of the regret of discipline, or the regret of or the suffering of regret, you guys. So shoot. Ugh. Cheers to you, by the way. And I'm drinking that sweet tea. No sweetener in it. It's got the Splenda. I gotta tell you, this weather is incredible. We're getting cool mornings and cool evenings, and I love it, you guys. I know you love summer. I know you do, but fall is just incredible. I love winter too because, as we're chooching, that it gets dark earlier. I think the vibe of chooching is like magnified in the winter because, it's all about the fireplace and the books and getting dark earlier, not much to do outside. If you've got yourself a little choochin, I've got, that's the Briar's Lodge back there. And that's where I chooch in the winter because, my wife won't let me chooch in the house. But I did it up pretty nice in there. I put cedar and everything in there and lighting and power to it. So, Persian slipper. This stuff is, it's on a scale of 1 to 10. Like, and when we're talking about tobaccos, we're looking for body, and we're looking for strength, and we're looking for the finish, and we're looking for the feel, and all of these different things. And they help us, to decide on whether or not we enjoy something or not. And when we're talking about body, I'm talking more about the nicotine content. And this is very mild to me. So, if you're kind of nic sensitive, I suppose, you guys would really enjoy this. And as well, I think too, when I first started chooching, I had a real problem with Englishes. Like I remember I first started with, Presbyterian. Presbyterian's pretty good. I love Presbyterian now. A lot of the stuff that I hated then, I love now. It's interesting how that works. I'm still waiting for that to happen with liver. I remember my mom used to try to lie to me and tell me it was like cubed steak. And I'm like, I can smell it. This stuff reeks. But, sometimes like cilantro, I remember when I was a kid, I'd get sick if I ate it physically. But now I love cilantro. Anyway, I digress. The point of it is, sometimes our palates change. And so Englishes were one of those things for me that, man, I just couldn't get on board. And I'm talking, this is way back in the day. And I think what I was doing, I was smoking too harsh of Englishes. And I just wasn't ready for it. And I wish I would have known about Persian slipper. Also, too, there's another one that they make that's called Stardust, and it's incredible as well. Some of you guys have chooched HGL by Lane. And, this is kind of in the same vibe as HGL. So, I say all that to say this. If you guys are looking, if you guys are new and you're wanting to get into Englishes, I would definitely recommend you guys going to watch these. I'm not paid or anything by these guys, but I will say they do an incredible job on their Englishes, and they're mild. And grab you some of that Persian slipper or some of the Stardust. Or if you don't want to go to watch the Cigars, Smoking Pipes has got HGL, and that's a very mild aromatic English. And that way you guys will get your foot in the door. But anyways, it's been a minute, and I wanted to reach out to you guys, tell you I miss you, and hope that you're doing well. It's a shame, I go back into the community and look around and into the YTPC and kind of looking for the old timies. And, a lot of us back in the day are kind of just not posting anymore. And hopefully that'll change. But there's a lot of new great presenters too. And I've been blessed watching your guys' channel. Anyways, that's the rant. I'm going to finish up on this pipe, you guys. I hope you have a blessed day. I've got some tobacco coming in I want to review for you guys that I haven't done yet. Kindle Cream, I think that'll be here today or tomorrow. And then there's some chocolate flake I got coming, and I've done reviews on Bob's chocolate flake, but this chocolate flake, I'm not sure if it's the same or what the differences of it is, but I'll definitely let you guys know when I get it. Should be here this week. But you guys have a blessed day, and it was good catching up with you. Let me know how you've been, and if you're still around, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.